current incarnation of Aqualung features Eric Bass on flute, Fred Peterson on guitar, Rick Spence on bass, and Mark Mendonca on drums. We started in 1997, started gigging through 98 and 99. Rick left the band in July of 99, and we added Dave O'Dell on bass, who stayed with us for about a year before he got himself fired right after Sturgis. We went up to Sturgis, South Dakota, and he just didn't cut it. So we added Mike Markowski, played bass for a short time. Then Dave boned up and got his ass back in the band. And he stayed with us another year or two, till January 2003. We finally let him go and got Rick back. Rick started with us that March at Bike Week. Right after that, I got a call from Barry Hall at Full Sail Film School. They teach, every aspect of behind-the-scenes entertainment and media and all that. Do I want to shoot a video? Well, Rick's in England, because right after Bike Week he leaves. He's coming back in August, so I get in touch with them on July 14th, I write, and I tell them that Rick's going to be back in the country on August 9th. Day before that, I had asked Joe, would you edit something if I got you like all the isolated cameras? It's supposed to be a 4-camera shoot. And we went in with every good intention of getting that. The artist liaison, Barry Hall, gets me in touch with the guy who's going to teach the class, and we arranged the whole thing, and it's all going to work. We get to the school, everything goes okay. I'm supposed to get a line cut, a live cut, and all 4 masters on Super VHS, which I overnight up to Joe for editing. Well, the line cut is unfortunately at the slowest speed, at the 6-hour speed, and then the tape jams for set 2, so there is no set 2. And out of the 4 Super VHSs, only 1 is viewable. The other 3 are, as Joe would put it, hosed. So we have 1 camera and 1 set of a line edit, so we have no video. So obviously we have to go back and try it again. Finally get a date, October 7th, the day after my birthday, which is kind of cool. A week before Rick gets deathly sick. Rick guts it out. The shoot is better than last time. We get the line cuts on mini DV. This time the Super VHS ISOs. 3 out of 4 come out good, and unfortunately the audio is just brutal. No guitar, the acoustic guitar is just not on at some points. Now, I had asked to secure the 16-track masters beforehand. When I went to retrieve them, they're blank. It was either erased or nobody pushed record at any point. We had nothing. So Joe was 2 songs into editing it, and I told him to stop, to try it one third time. Now we're getting into the next year. We're thinking it's the 5-year anniversary of the last film we did, the Crash documentary. Bill's got thoughts about coming down to help us out, and run sound, while Joe runs extra cameras and sort of gets the students in line and everything. Rick needs a confirmed date because he doesn't know when he's getting back from England. There's a lot of hassles. We chose the 22nd because Joe was going to be there. Works out that the angle, that's when we start rehearsals for Bike Week. Now Aqualung really only plays twice a year. We do the big events. For the most part, it's just Bike Week and Biketoberfest. When the big crowds are here, we play with nationals and whatnot. Bill's in on February 10th. He wrote me to say that he would come. He would come and help us run sound. We were assured this time of getting the multi-tracks. But when we got there, they had told us they had added a watermark, as Joe called it. It's the Full Sail logo. Is in the lower right-hand corner, like you would see CBS, or that became an issue. Joe had to cover it. Well, as it turns out, the ISO cameras are no longer available. That gives Joe a whole new problem, how to hide the word Full Sail, because we've got all this other footage, and Joe's shooting footage, and the word Full Sail is not there, so we don't want that. So Joe comes up with, we're thinking about the idea of letterbox, and then Joe just puts another image over it. So we actually have 2 images, and it creates a whole new feel for the film. So what started out as a problem actually is going to be part of the uniqueness of this film, is that anytime there's footage from that particular shoot, there'll be 2 images on there. gives us a whole new way to work and look at it. So everybody flies down. Okay, Joe's here. And we meet up at Bill's hotel. Big reunion. It's so cool. I hadn't seen him in 5 years. There's nobody there to run cameras, apparently. It was a call out to see who wants to run cameras tonight to get credit. It was a real beginner's class, which really sucked. A lot of the images they got had nothing to do with what we were playing or what the music was. Bill was in the mixing booth. He said the kid had no idea. It took him, 5 minutes to get a bass drum mix, in the first set. So we never even considered using the first set. I did receive the multi-track, but unfortunately received set 1. But we decided to go with the set 2 audio for the majority of it because the performance was better, and it syncs up to the Bolex film camera. 2 months into editing, and while I'm speaking here, it's April 25th. The mix is varied, throughout the whole set. I've seen a couple of rushes. I've seen one song, and it's phenomenal visually. This is us raw. This is the way you'll hear it. And Joe's done the best he can with a lot of, he supplemented a lot of footage. He had to cover that logo, so that brought us into a whole new concept of having 2 images on the screen whenever there's full scale footage being used from this last shoot. I'd like to thank Bill and Joe for doing this. It's truly a great thing that they came down and did this. And again, it's like the 5 years since the reunion. It just seemed ironic. And in another 5 years, we will make another film. I don't know what kind of film we'll make, but we'll all fly to someplace rather than me coming to them like I did and then them coming to me. We should all go somewhere and make another film. I don't know what. And I'm done talking. That's enough.